Hello critters, welcome back to the Crafty Critter. I've been working on the knitted flowers, and I thought I would come in and kind of show you where I'm at right now with what I've created so far. I'd also thought too that I start out with here's one that just needs an embellishment in the backing, so I thought I'd show you guys how I do the backing and add on the embellishment to this one, and then I'm going to show you all the ones I've completed so far. I do have a lengthy video that I made in December, which I will put in the description box below, a link to that in the description below, that actually shows you how I make the flower itself. So I will do that. So I'm going to need a ponytail holder, a 2-inch felt round, a little piece of felt here, and then I need a pin, an alligator clip, and then the embellishment is going to be this adorable little owl. So first things first, I'm going to put the flower to the side, and I'm going to come in and start with the pin, and I'm going to need a little bit of line down the center here. All right, hold on. So like a little plus sign, and now I open up the pin and press it into the glue, and then I come in with my felt and I want to press that kind of over it, kind of squeezing it in with the glue. So this will basically secure that in place. And then we're going to lift this up. All right, a little bit of glue fragments. And we're going to come in with another line of glue, both up and down. And this one gets the ponytail holder. Now I like the ones that actually have the metal in the middle because they actually have a lot more pull and last longer. But what I do so that you're not getting like your hair tangled in this metal piece is that's the piece I put down into the glue, so you don't see it, and of course you're less likely to get your hair pinched. So then we just come around kind of pressing the felt on both sides of that. And now we need another line of glue. And this is one for the alligator clip. And the alligator clip we are going to open. Whoops. And this is where it gets crafty here, because we need to stick our finger in there, and that's going to kind of hurt a little bit because we want to press this and secure it to all sides and on the inside. And we want to hold this open for a little bit so that, you know, while the glue is wet, we don't want it to accidentally close shut and glue shut. So it's important to kind of hold that open a little bit. And I usually just kind of stick my finger and hold that. It pinches, but it's not like it's a lot painful or anything. So we're going to close this. And, all right, that is hardened up. So it hardens pretty quickly. So then we're going to flip this over. And if you see, like, we got a little bit of excess on that, so I'm just going to trim that on both sides. Here's this side. Then we're going to bring our flower over, and this is the back. So the back has already had a 2-inch round in here, and that kind of seals in all of the spots that you don't see. That is the wrap and the coil of this flower. And I put a, this is, I believe, a 1/2-inch round, or it might be, it actually might be, yeah, I think it's a 1/2-inch round in the center. And I put this on first. And what I do when I put that on there is I press down, and that kind of brings up and pushes out all of the all the different items. Sorry, my camera got a little crooked. There we go. It pushes out all of the different strands that are kind of out there. And then I flip it over and I push everything down and kind of straight, and I fluff it all out, and then I put on the round on the back, and that seals it. And then I can always come back at a later date and do the backings, because I tend to like to do this part in grouping. So if I'm going to heat up the glue gun, I want to do about 5 or 6 of these at a time. So what I'm doing right now is just putting glue all along the back of this 2-inch round, and we are just going to set it on top of this one, and then we're just going to press. And this kind of joins both of them together with the glue, and then we're going to flip it over. And when I flip it over, I want to make sure the pin is at the very top, because if you decide to use the pin, you want it at the top and you don't want it to hang. If it's in your hair and you're using the clip or the ponytail holder here, your hair is going to support the actual flower part, so it's going to be perfectly fine, but it won't support it if this is not at the top. So we want the pin at the very top, and then we are going to just flip over the little owl, and this is a resin owl. So I've gotten these on Amazon. You can also find them on Etsy and on AliExpress. I've seen them in all 3 places. So then we place our little owl, and as you can see, his little hat is right up with the top of the pin. So there we go. Now, the next thing I like to do is, after this little owl kind of dries, and I kind of keep pressing them in place a little bit, is I flip it over and I bounce it. And what the bouncing does is it just kind of, here, let me bring this up a little bit, is it just fluffs up the flower. I mean, you can wear it fluffed up like this. You could fluff it even more by your hand, or you could just wear it completely flat, showing off the little critter in the middle. It is totally up to you on how you like to do it. And of course, if it's in your hair, you might want it fluffed up a little bit. And you could do it one of 2 ways, like bouncing it like this, or just kind of fluffing it with your hand like so. So I store them all flattened out, and I usually put them in a little bag. So what I did is I worked on creating all of this. I worked with this yarn first, and I got 9 of these out of this yarn, and this yarn was the it was the Sugar and Cream ombre. So it's an orange ombre. So I have a cute little owl here, and we have this little ghost, and then I did the skull, and we got this cute little kitty cat, which I decided to creep him out even more by putting these little jewels on his eyeballs. So yeah, he kind of is a little creepy there, hanging out in the background. Here is a spider. Here's a bat, and I kind of put a little extra glitter on his eyes to make his eyes pop a little bit more. Here is a witch pumpkin. Here's a spider with some cute little googly eyes, and a witch hat. So that's all the ones I got out of that color. And then I started working on some other ones. I'll take this one out here. I tend to put them in these little plastic bags to keep the dust off of them. So this is a lovely, cute little candy corn, because the ribbon or the yarn was candy corn themed. So I'm going to actually go back and make a bunch more out of this yarn color, and they're all going to be candy corn. It's just so darn cute. And this is a little form candy corn. Now I only put the pin backing on this one. As you can see, I used a much smaller felt round on the back, which I wasn't too happy with. So I'm going to try to cut this out and go back in with a larger felt so that I can add all 3 different settings to the back. And I actually made 2 of those candy corn ones. And then I switched over to another color. I was just playing with colors. Here's a purple one with a little purple skull. And then I did a witch hat, but then I decided to add this little sign that says Magic Potion, which kind of cute. So I made 2 out of that color. And I'm going to go back in and finish up and make more of these. And then I did this one with this fall ribbon, and I went in with these pumpkins. These are wood and some resin pieces along with some puffy stickers. So, again, this one I only did the ponytail holder on the back. And again, I'm going to adjust and change that out too. And here's another pumpkin design. And then these are ones I made last year. So they're still kind of in the little pool of things here. I did make one more of these, but I gave it to my daughter. It was a little crescent moon, black and white with a crescent moon. I'm going to try to, and here my camera goes tilting again. I must have bumped it. And I'm going to try to add a picture of that in here at the end. So this one I made last year. And these are actually smaller. So last year I was making them a little bit smaller, and I actually like these bigger ones a lot better. And I have another one here, a little ghost, and then this kitty cat here. So these ones, like I say, I made last year. Oh, and the eyeball here. So I made 4 last year. And I made them out of this orange and white yarn, which I don't have too much more of this yarn left. But anyway, so yeah, I made those last year, and they are smaller, which is something I'm not going to do again. I like the bigger ones. So that is what I'm working on right now. So all these are completed for the most part, except for the ones I'm going to go back onto and fix the backs. And I don't know, I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing how the back of these are made. I hope you liked seeing, you know, what I've done so far. And I will probably post another video in a couple weeks showing the new ones that I've made, because they're going to be different colors. So thanks for joining me. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next video.